So guys, 3 teams went into the weekend with an unbeaten record and 3 teams came out with an unbeaten record. Manchester City, Liverpool and Chelsea. But Fuad, Manchester United didn't, did they? So I'm here with my good friend Fuad, who's a Man United supporter.
Die hard.
Die hard Man United supporter. Guys, welcome to the Sanderson show. So guys, we're going to get straight into it. It was the last game of the weekend. However, it's going to be the first game we discuss here. We're going to talk about the Manchester derby. Manchester City 3, Manchester United 1. Fuad, what did you think of the game?
The game, honestly, Kel, like we got. It hurts to say, but we got outplayed. Like we just got beaten by the better team.
Yeah.
And like our team right now, there's levels, and we're not on Manchester City's level. We had Pogba missing. And for us, it's a big miss.
It is a big miss.
Obviously, City had De Bruyne missing, and they can afford to have De Bruyne because they've got a bunch of players. But yeah, all in all, I'm not as disappointed as I've been in the past.
Yeah, I think that's one thing to consider as well, is that there's been loads of pressure on Mourinho all season.
Boy, pressure.
And I've been one of the main people.
Hold on, I'll say one thing, please. Yeah, there's an agenda. That's all I'm saying. An agenda.
I don't think you can call Mourinho's head after this result because
No
Man
way.
City could have done this to any team.
I'm telling you, any other team would have probably got a 6. The other teams have been getting 6 or 5s. And yeah, like they outplayed us, but it weren't like non-stop threatening. Like there was just they could have won 5-6. I think
The thing is, I mean, even on match of the day, Fernandinho got pointed out for his performance, and he was a rock in that midfield. But you just look at the abundance of talent. As Mourinho said in the post match as well, they were starting to look a little bit shaky when you got the goal back from the penalty, and they brought on Gundogan.
Yeah, they took off and Sane and came on after.
And brought on Sane, and for them to be able to call on those two players,
Exactly.
quality of that standard,
Exactly.
and bring them on, and they help impact the game. And I look at Man City, and they are going from strength to strength at the moment. And as you said earlier, without Kevin De Bruyne for me is the best creative midfielder in the Premiership.
100%.
And they've not missed him.
100%. And it's like he Kevin De Bruyne who.
Yeah.
That's literally how it's been like.
And you take Kevin, like if Liverpool had Kevin De Bruyne, or if Chelsea had Kevin De Bruyne, and we missed, and like he got injured, we'd miss him.
You see the miss.
Man City have just been like, okay, we've got Bernardo Silva, we'll drop him in there. We've got David Silva, we'll drop him in there. It's ridiculous what they're doing at the moment. And to think that Chelsea and Liverpool have had probably their best starts to a league, and they're not even top,
and they're nowhere near like them.
Well, we're 2 points. Liverpool are 2 points off, and Chelsea I think are 4 points off City. So it's 2 points. And to think that, as I said, Liverpool, that is the best start we've had. Chelsea, one of their best starts, but Man City is still blowing everyone out of the water.
Yeah, like I don't even want to give them compliments, and I think it's a mixture of players, like Pep Guardiola. It's a different class.
You've got to hand it to Pep. I mean, I will still not hold him in the higher echelons purely because he has spent a lot of money, and I don't think that can be overlooked.
100%.
But at the same time, if you're going to use that argument, you look at Mourinho, who has spent similar amount of money, and he's not getting results out of his players.
I think that's true, but also I think it's selection, and I think the players that Mourinho spent, I feel like probably wasn't his number 2 of 3 choices.
Maybe.
But
But that's speculative. We don't know.
That's here nor there. But all we know is Man City right now, different level comparing to like Man United, and it hurts. Like I can see that we have a lot to do for us to even come near to them.
So let me ask you a question: do they go this whole season unbeaten?
Who, Man City?
Yeah.
No.
You don't think so?
No way. That's not going to happen.
Because I'll be honest,
there's teams that can beat them.
Who?
I think Liverpool can beat them.
Alright, but we say that, but they came to Anfield and we didn't really create that much against them, and they got a penalty which they missed, which would have given them the 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know. Like to be honest, I think it's mental then, because Liverpool in the Champions League against Man City, Liverpool always walk all over them.
Yeah.
But then Premier League, I think Liverpool. I think this year you'll see, especially Captain Virgil.
Big Verge. I don't know. I mean, if we'd beaten them at Anfield, obviously they wouldn't be unbeaten now. But If we had them later on in the season at Anfield, I'd maybe say yes. But the fact that the game's going to be at Etihad, I just don't know.
You reckon Man City can go undefeated?
They can do it.
Do you think they will?
No, purely because the Premier League is so competitive.
Yeah.
Like when Arsenal did it again, no disrespect to Arsenal, I know I've got Arsenal fans on my back. So
when was that? 2004. Just let the Arsenal fans know. 2004, yeah. Okay.
I'm just saying, back then the Premier League was competitive, but really and truly, it's not as competitive as it is today.
100%.
And I don't think Man City can do it purely because it's so competitive, and I think they'll be going for the Champions League. They'll be looking to complete the quadruple.
Yeah, of course. They need a legacy in it. They need to start making history.
Exactly. They need their legacy, and if they get a quadruple, that's their legacy. That's untouchable.
That's stress. I pray to God that doesn't happen.
So do I.
Trust me.
But they're strong, going from strength to strength.
Yeah, like, I think it's right now. Like Man City has shown everyone the benchmark. So it's not even so much on Manchester. It's on the rest of us or the rest of the teams to literally catch them. Because otherwise, Man City are gonna do a dynasty out here.
Yeah,
we don't want it.
But again, back to Manchester United. I mean, I don't think it's a performance. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. They didn't play great, but they did come up against the best. But when you look at certain stats, like we said this off camera, it's a bad stat. They completed 6 passes. After Man City scored their second, 6 passes.
It's crazy. Do you know with the game? Like, okay, with the Manchester City game, I don't think all in all we played bad. I just think there's moments that I don't know if it's concentration. I don't know. There's specific moments where we just concede, like especially like and it's not just Man City. I've noticed this in other games. Like it's just the first like let's just say the first 5 minutes of the first half or the first 5 minutes of the second half, and then already it's an uphill battle, and then Man United having to chase, which leaves us susceptible to all types of counter attacks. And Man City showed us like relax.
Oh boy, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting for the rest of the season. I'll be honest, I still don't see anyone catching Man City.
No, I don't think Man City. I think Man City is going to win the league.
I do. I've said it from the beginning. I hope I'm wrong. I'd love it to be Liverpool's year.
No, I'd rather Chelsea take it.
I know you do. But
even, do you know what? I don't want to sleep on Chelsea as well, because Chelsea.
But I think they're starting to show that they're not up to the level of Liverpool and City, and we'll touch on their game. Okay. But I just don't think they're there just yet. But it all depends what they do in January as well. Have they got money in the kitty?
But do you think? Let me ask you. Do you think some of these big Premier League teams, the top 5 teams, are going to make big signings in January?
Probably not.
Yeah, I always hear this, but literally I don't think no one's going to get signed. I think Man United especially are going to have the exact same players. If anything, a player might leave.
So you don't think you'll sign anyone in January?
I highly doubt it.
Interesting.
Or if it is, it's just going to be a squad rotator. It's not going to be. We're not doing marquee signings. Yeah.
All right. So last question before we move on to another team. Do Manchester United get top 4 this season?
100%.
100%. You don't look certain.
I look directly into 100%.
So you're 100%, because at the beginning of the season I said top 4 for United. I still think they will.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like obviously we're going through a bad moment. It's not like how it was like 2 weeks ago when everyone says Mourinho's lost the dressing room. These are facts. Juventus clear, like clear.
They are fighting.
He has, so it's just like sometimes a lot of factors don't go your way, but I have full confidence. 4th. It's where I'd be happy if we finish higher, but minimum is 4th.
Alright, well guys, Fuad thinks Man United are going to finish 4th. I still have them to finish in the top 4, as crazy as that may sound. Man City, will they go the season unbeaten? Guys, let us know in the comments below. So guys, we're going to talk about Arsenal versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. The team that's come up from the Championship, who have really been a surprise package so far this season. So they've drawn against Arsenal, they've drawn against Manchester United, they've drawn against Manchester City, they lost narrowly to Tottenham. They're not an easy team, and Arsenal found that out to their detriment. I mean, yes, it was a 1-1 draw, but in all honesty, it should have been about 3-4-1 to Wolves.
I saw like I knew when Wolves scored, but then I saw a second chance. When I say to you, was like it looked like it was going. I think it hit the crossbar, hit a post or something, and it came back out. And I was like, how? But even from when Wolves played Man United, I knew that Wolves is a good team, like really good team, and sleeping on them nearly got Arsenal stunk. So then, you know what I mean, so like you have to give them respect. Yeah, and you look at again. You have to give Arsenal credit as well, because this is probably a game where they would have lost this time last season. Do you know what? 100%. I was thinking exactly
under Wenger there.
Under Wenger has been a 3-0 loss. Bellerin man of the match.
But they showed grit, they showed determination, but they were very lucky to come out of this game with a point. And you look at Wolves and you think, what's the limit for them this season? I mean, the goal for any team that comes up is to maintain safety and make sure you don't get relegated. Yeah. But Wolves, for me, should be pushing for a mid-table finish.
I think they can, I think they're not going to, but I think literally they have it in there, like, in them to finish above, I think, 10.
Yeah, I think they're a very good strike away from being a Europa League team, potentially.
Wow, okay.
Or knocking on the door.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I think I respect a lot of teams from like the lower divisions that come in and not just like their aim ain't just like, oh yeah, let's just survive and get the money. It's literally, you know what, let's just see what the best we can. I respect a lot of them, and
Wolves have done it to absolute perfection.
So one thing that you put up on was like what you said with Arsenal. Last year they would have lost this game, which is true. Like, could this be like a? What do you reckon? Do you think this is a sign that
I think DNA is coming up? Yeah, I think this is a different Arsenal team, and I think they're we saw it in the Liverpool game. They're a lot more united now. No pun intended.
At least that went over my head. I was like, okay.
I'm gonna get beaten up off camera now. And they just look like a stronger unit. They look like they're fighting for the badge again. And they don't look overawed anymore. Like when back like last season, whenever they came up against a top 6 team, you knew that team was going to give them a pace.
Exactly.
Whereas you're not seeing that now. And I'll be honest, I still think Man United will get the better of them when they go and play.
That's for me. That's what I want to see when we play them. I haven't I'm watching Arsenal. I'll be honest with you, but I haven't like studied them. Where like if Man United are watching them, I'd be literally watching how Arsenal are playing. I think, of course, it's a big difference from Wenger days. I was hoping Wenger signed a 5-year deal and stayed longer.
So was I. Like I was fully Wengering. But
like I've seen an improvement in Arsenal. But we see it when they play Man United and how that ends up.
Because I still think, maybe I'm a bit bitter, but if that goal goes in that Mane had disallowed last week, I think we're talking about a very different game potentially. But again, you got to hand it to Arsenal. Many teams have capitulated under what Wolves are doing, and they stood firm. They got the goals. Very lucky how they got the goal, but they did what they had to do. Got a point instead of 0. So guys, if you're an Arsenal fan, let me know what you think. Do you still think top 4 is a realistic ambition this season? Do you think the DNA is coming back? Is that silky, slick football coming back, or is there still holes that need to be plugged? Guys, let us know in the comments below. But guys, now we move on to Sorry Soldiers, and again they're still unbeaten. However, this is not the result they wanted, not the result they expected down at Stamford Bridge, as Everton came away with a point, and a well-deserved point as well. Watching the game, Chelsea didn't seem like they were really kicking into gear, and Hazard had no impact on the game, which said a lot.
Yeah, it was like the killer instinct. It was just like stale. I don't know, like it was missing something.
Yeah, and I mean, they often look to Hazard to make something happen, and he is a quality footballer. But when nothing happens from Hazard,
it affects the whole team. You can see the whole team. Yeah.
And it's like they have no one left to carry that burden. Like Morata, he got 2 goals last week, but this game he looked a show again.
Inactive. Like I was just thinking, I don't know why Olivier is Giroud injured?
Yeah, he is as far as
that makes sense.
I think he's meant to be coming back soon. Okay. But even still with Giroud, is he really that guy that's gonna?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I used to always say this, but like with Giroud when he plays, I don't like think Giroud to score goals, but like he continues play like. The flick-ons, or he continues like the attack, like he might. I rate Giroud. He's a bit like Mata. Like Mata, when we first signed him, I was unsure, but when you really look at
I'm a big Mata fan.
Yeah, Mata, like he even till now, like he is like he's not the quickest, but he's a big difference from us. It's basically when we lose the ball to the attack, it's that transition, and you need certain players like Giroud. But from when they get the ball, it's that transition to keep it moving. Yeah, which I like.
Yeah, it's true. I think he'd come back into the squad once he's fit again. I don't think Morata's done enough to hold down a...
But what's happening with Morata's form though? I feel like he scored 2 goals the other day, but still, like, I feel like
It's not
he's
right.
nothing like
He's not what he used
what
to
he was
be.
like in Juve or like the reputation in Madrid. Like now he's just like an average for me.
Yeah,
Like,
it's true. And again, he's got all the attributes, but he just seems to get bullied as well. Like, he's a big guy. He shouldn't be getting bullied by the defenders so easily.
I know because last year he was number 9. No, his original number is 29.
Yeah.
He went to 9 and then he went back to 29.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't know. Like you're thinking maybe he can get back his form for like.
Or maybe Chelsea might get another striker.
You think so?
I think they want a striker. I think they know if they're going to compete with Liverpool in the city, they need another striker.
Exactly. Even for Man United, like might need another striker.
Yeah. Because
talking a lot about Man United.
no, because it's just like Lukaku's got a first touch like he's wearing Timberlands, isn't
Like
it?
he's wearing Timbs, bro. in denim shorts, bro. But what's worse is that's literally. But also with Lukaku, if Lukaku's missing, Rashford. But I don't know, like it just can't be all on Lukaku. Like I think and other.
Do you think Morata, if because originally it was Morata to United and Lukaku to Chelsea, do you think if that had happened there would be 2 different fortunes? Do you think Morata would have performed better than Lukaku is?
Ooh.
And do you think Lukaku would be performing better at Chelsea?
Honestly, I feel like Lukaku is still going to be performing. Because how many goals did he score for us last year? Like 29, 30 goals? Yeah. So I feel like he did exactly the same. But Morata ain't going to do. I think if anything, Morata would get worse in Man United. Especially now when we had all this pressure. Like, not saying he would broke, but he would have.
Yeah. And again, you look at Chelsea and you think the reason why I don't have them as title challenges is because if you can shut down Hazard, which is not an easy thing to do, but if you shut Hazard down,
probably nullify the team.
You nullify the team, and you need more than just one player. Like if you shut down David Silva, you've got Bernardo Silva. If you shut down Bernardo Silva, you've got Raheem Sterling. You've got Sane. You've got Aguero. You've got Mahrez. If you shut down Salah, you've got Mane. You shut down Mane, you've got Firmino. Then if Shaqiri's on form, you've got Shaqiri. You've got to have more than one player.
That's exactly. I think for Liverpool, that's one of the differences now as well. You have last year it was Mane, Salah, and Firmino. And to be honest, I feel like if any of them 3 was missing, it would be a big problem for your team. But now you've got like even Shaqiri coming in.
Yeah.
He can. Not saying he's better, but
he's
a nice replacement.
Yeah.
Believe me, like I'd be happily, and he can continue with the thing. But I think Liverpool's biggest signing is 2. This year, Virgil, but this year Fabinho. See that defensive midfielder Fabinho. This is frustrating, man. As a Man United fan, it's not nice.
So guys, let us know. Sorry Soldiers, are they going to get back into form? Are they going to be title challengers? Or is top 4 the best they can hope for, considering they're in the Europa League and they didn't finish in the top 4 last season? Guys, you know what to do. Leave your comments below. Guys, moving on to Klopp's Soldiers, the mighty Reds, the army. Back to winning ways. We needed that, especially after what happened in the Champions League, which we won't dwell on. Red Star Belgrade, we put in a 0-star performance. But against Fulham, it wasn't great. Fulham had their chance in the first half, but we pulled out the result. A bit of controversy about the first goal. He was offside. It was marginal, but he was still offside.
Yeah.
But you go down the other end, the ball was rolling, so yes, it shouldn't have counted, but Becker gets the ball moving. And if you actually watch the replay, it's Virgil who starts him off because he tells him get the ball rolling, pass out to Trent, Trent to Salah, and you know what the rest is. A celebration.
I like that.
Celebration.
Liverpool, see Jurgen Klopp very dangerous. Like Liverpool.
Jurgen.
Oh, absolutely.
Kaiser Klopp. King Klopp.
Oh. I'll be honest with you, it's Jurgen Klopp. Liverpool are playing good football, very good football. Speak up. All this pains me, but Liverpool. Honestly, Liverpool are playing supers, like banging football, and that's the truth. Like Man City and Liverpool right now are the teams. Like they're the teams. Like when you just like they have the players. They have the obviously they play the nice way. Obviously, as a Man United fan, I'm hoping it don't last long. But do you know what I mean? Like right now, they're doing everything right. Like Salah having a people saying he's having a bad season.
He's
Listen,
not.
man, give
He's
me that.
not.
Like,
I mean,
I take him in a bad season.
the thing is, we talk about Salah having a bad season. He's only one goal
Like,
off
yeah,
being
like-
top goal scorer in the league.
But like even comparing it to last year, like I swear he's like a couple of goals off exactly being the same situation.
Yeah. He didn't really start hitting form until sort of the end of November last season, and my watch is saying it's coming up to the end of November quite soon. So
See, man.
I mean, Mane's not necessarily having the greatest of seasons at the moment, but he's still got quite a few goals. But
Yeah.
Firmino's the one who's not really. And you know how much I rate Firmino.
Yeah,
Firmino's my favourite Liverpool
Yeah.
player. As much as Salah and Mane do great things, for me, Firmino's a system, but he's just not been on it this season.
Don't you think like Firmino is like, even though he's a striker and he scores the goals, but I feel like his main objective isn't banging in goals.
No,
Does that
it's
make
not,
sense? So
yeah.
I just feel like overall he keeps the system ticking.
Yeah.
And he is was that false number 9? Is that the
Yeah.
position drops in? He's got that.
He reminds me of what Benzema used to be when Ronaldo and Bale were playing. He'd drop in and do some
Back
of
in
the
the
dirty
days,
work.
Benzema. Yeah.
Not Benzema now.
Yeah, no.
But Benzema
Yeah.
was probably one of the first to play that false number 9
Exactly.
to perfection and allow
Yes,
Ronaldo
to
and Bale to cross
Yeah.
over and cut in. And I think we're seeing that now with sort of Mane and Salah
Yeah.
and Firmino. But the big plus in this game was Shaqiri. We saw how much we missed him in the Champions League. We saw how much we missed him against Arsenal, and he just adds that bit of spice
Yeah.
and creativity. And the finish.
Them bicycle kicks are like, you know what he does, man.
Yeah, but the such a controlled finish, and
Yeah.
it wasn't an easy finish. But as I've said, the ball from Andy Robertson, I think he's got better delivery than Royal Mail.
Oh, okay.
He's got better delivery than Royal Mail.
I like this. I like these
Like-
lines, you know.
That's all I'm saying. Robertson for me is the best left back in the Prem, and I rate Shaw.
Yeah.
And I rate Mendy.
Better than Mendy,
Yeah, he's more complete. Mendy can be slacky in defence
Yeah.
sometimes. Robertson does not get
No,
caught
I
out
rate
of position.
Robinson.
He's
I rate
brilliant.
In Liverpool, there's in every position you have, apart from I'd say, you got Virgil van Dijk and then it's a next defender slot. I think.
But Gomez has stepped up this season.
Yeah, but Gomez is sick. But he's for the but I think he's for the future. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying, solid person. Like
Virgil.
I think once that's slotted, you'll have like left back, right back, midfield, like your whole team.
Yeah.
It's a strong team.
I
Man.
still think we're missing maybe an out and out number 10.
So like an attacking midfielder, like a Coutinho.
Yeah.
Really?
I'll be honest, if we had Coutinho this season,
It'd be a shut up.
I do think we'd win the league. I think we'd win it quite comfortably.
Okay. But I think you lot ain't far off that.
No, we're not. But with Coutinho,
Yeah.
that added.
So what
spot,
player? If you had an option of a player, obviously not Coutinho, but a player that
two
is
players
available.
For me, it'd be for
realistic.
Kia
Yeah,
or
he's-
James Rodriguez if Bayern Munich want to get rid of him. Those would be the two players for me.
Okay, so
Just that little bit of spice.
So that-
Just that little bit of spice.
Yeah, that's true, man. I think 100%. Like, if you get any of them two, it'd be scarier than it is now already. And Fekir, yeah, I just hope that doesn't happen. I don't hope that doesn't happen.
You know you'll be hearing from you a lot if that happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
But fellow Liverpool fans, what do you guys think of the game? Do you think we're still lacking that cutting edge that we had last season? However, we are more defensively solid. Do you think that's a good thing? Obviously, you can only build a house on solid foundation. Do you think we can catch City? Do you think we can surpass City and end all this wait for a Premier League trophy? Guys, let me know in the comments below. So guys, we end with the first game of the weekend, which was Crystal Palace versus Tottenham, and Tottenham grinded out a 1-0 win. Wasn't easy, wasn't plain sailing, but you saw what happens when Crystal Palace don't have Zaha.
Exactly. Big
miss.
Big miss, yeah.
And Tottenham took advantage, but still weren't great, and still haven't been great. They've been winning, getting points, but they've just not been convincing this season.
So like, what happened this year? Last game, like, no, was Harry Kane playing?
He just had an off game.
Just
Their team is they're missing a spot. I don't know, and I don't know. I can't put my finger on what's missing, but there is a spark missing. But they're grinding out and picking up results, which is all you can really ask.
I think it could be speculations on everywhere. Like obviously, I think with their players plus also their manager. Like I just feel like it's all like politics now. Especially he said he don't know how to sign players, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
Tottenham do need a couple of players. They do, just to boost that squad a little bit. I think you do need a couple of players.
I just feel like competition or freshness, because I feel like sometimes it's nice to have the same team, but sometimes it becomes stale. You get complacent. Oh yeah, don't worry, I'm always in the team.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think, I need competition, but
I don't know, mate. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with them for the rest of the season. Again, will they be one of the teams that dips in the January market? If it doesn't look like it, though, because it doesn't look like they're being allowed to spend money at the moment, which is not a good thing for them. But at the same time, as long as they don't lose anyone, but they have had a lot of injuries as well this season, and to think they're still in and around the title hunt, I don't think they will challenge for the league this season. I don't think their squad's big enough or deep enough to do that. But top four for me is a definite. I think I think they will definitely get top four.
Okay, who's your top four?
My top four in order. I'll do it in order.
In order, yeah.
I'm going Man City, Liverpool, Tottenham, and then United.
Okay.
I've got Chelsea and I know Chelsea. No, I know people are going absolutely crazy right now because
I agree with you.
I do think that would be the
Arsenal
top
don't belong in there. I think Chelsea are not gonna catch it. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna catch it.
No. I just see Chelsea falling off, especially when Europa really kicks in.
Yeah.
It's Thursday, Sunday, and it's not easy to keep up with that schedule.
That's not 100%, and especially like if you're playing Thursday, sometimes they even throw you on a Saturday, like Thursday, Saturday night, or But do you know, it's another thing with that. It's like in other countries, like they protect their clubs. So like if a club's playing in Europa League on a Thursday, they won't play a league game until Monday. That makes sense. Where like
we don't do that over here. And then another thing you've got to consider as well. Say for example, Chelsea and Arsenal are both still in Europa League come March, and they're like 4 points off the Champions League places. They're going to sacrifice the league for the Europa.
Exactly.
We've seen Liverpool do it. We've seen Man United do it. We've seen all these teams do it. That you have to sacrifice one if you haven't got a big enough squad, and they will do that.
100%.
So it's going to be interesting. I mean, Tottenham. Tottenham fans, let me know what you think. Do you think top four is fine? Do you think you will sign any players in January? If so, who do you need? Who do you want? I don't know, but you guys need some sort of a spark. Harry Kane's looking really fatigued and he's not looking himself. However, he's still scoring goals, so who am I to criticise the good man? But guys, as always, thank you very much for tuning in. Please like, comment and subscribe. Fuad, it's been a pleasure.
Pleasure, man.
Thank you very much. And we'll see you next time on the Sanderson Show. Thank you.